Mic check, what's up? Hey everybody, this is John Sanders with Limitless Hoops. How you guys doing today? Hey, we have a spring break this week, I think, in like many places, but we are still going. Because I feel like as long as a few kids want to work out, that I will be here to help them. All right? Actually, it's my goal to help everybody, as cocky as that may sound, even other programs. Even when other programs, they have stated goals. I know the goals of the kids. All right. See, so if your goal were to be, as I said this many times, if your goal were to be a princess or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, then those would be silly goals to me. All right. But if your goal is to like make the NBA or just to make D1 or to become the best player in your high school, I don't see that as silly, even though I think a lot of people do. All right. What's up, Kieran and Declan Loud? All right. But so what I do is I go for the goals of the customer, and the customer is you. All right. And I remember being that customer. I remember being that player, and I remember what my goals were. And I tell you this, my goal was not to win the 6th grade championship. Those were my momentary goals, my momentary goals maybe. But no, my goal was to make it to college, to make it to the NBA. And I feel like if everybody else also had that goal for me or wanted to support my goal, I could have made it there. But their goals aren't my goals. Their goals are not my goals. The goals of the people that I was playing for was to make money, was to win games, was to get like clout, so that they could like look all cool and stuff like that, because they had this big, huge black kid on their team. All right, that was their goals. All right, or maybe to like again like win a championship, things like that. Luckily for me, I had my stepfather as my coach, so his goals were to get me, to like higher levels as well. So that was fortunate for me. But overall, you need to make sure that the people in charge of you have your goals in mind. And I've asked a lot of these coaches to come on board, and I've said, hey, let's do this, let's do that. And at the end of the day, they're like, no, I want to do it my way. And I'm like, cool, your way might work too. What are your goals? And again, I see life as we're all in like this burning building, and we're all trying to get out of it, because if we burn inside, that means that we don't make it to our dreams. If we get out, then we've made it to our goals. And they've told me, oh, what am I gonna do besides join you, John? Oh, we're just gonna go like this because I have a job. I don't have time for all this. And I'm like, okay, then like let me do it. They're like, no. I'm like, but isn't that better for the kids? They're like, nah, the kids can make it if they want, or these kids can't make it. That's what they said. They've already been like judge, jury, and an executioner on your dreams, and they've said that you can't make it. That's what they think. All right. I've seen like even top teams in the state that aren't very good, but they're the top teams in the state. I'll mention their best player, and I'll be like, yo, he should maybe step it up, and they're like, oh, he doesn't have a chance. And I'm like, who says? You just said that. And it's a sad thing. So make sure that your goals are in line with the goals of your program. That's all I can say. Because these people are coming at me just really weird, man, with some weird tactics. And they're only thinking about the short term, or even like no term at all. And they don't have big dreams like I have big dreams for you guys, because they think that you guys are incapable. And I do want to change that. So I'm making it a point. And this August, we're going to go for a huge tryouts to just do it ourselves, because I'm like, hey, do you guys want to play year round? They're like, we don't do that. But you've talked all these kids into being on your team, and now they can't play year round. I'm like, are you guys going out of state? We don't do that. How about, can you guys like play like against older teams and like better teams? No, we don't do that. And it's like you're staying right out of the gate that you don't do the things that it takes to make kids better, because you think that these kids aren't anything. Maybe they're not anything because of you, dude. I mean, seriously, just super annoying. All right, but yeah, let's move on anyways. All right, we have our quote of the day today is start living. All right. Life is long, but life is also very short. All right, you're going to look up one day and you're going to be 20 years old, 23 maybe, luckily for some of you guys, where you won't be playing it anymore. And you won't have a chance to go out and work hard. All right. If you feel like basketball is life and you're that person, basketball is life, dude. All right, well, start living it right now. All right, start living it. Now, I'm not saying to throw away homework. I'm not saying to do anything like that. But you make sure that you lay all your cards on the table, that you put your heart down for this thing because you have a passion for it. And if you keep doing that in life and you always align your passions with your efforts, you're going to win. You're going to win at everything that you ever do. And people will always be jealous of you. You will be proud of yourself when you grow up. All right? These aren't things to discount. You will be a happy human being if you learn to align your passions with your efforts. So I believe if you're not doing that, you're not truly living. All right? So if you're wondering, think about it. The quote of the day this Monday, the 2-word quote of the day is start living. And I mean like ASAP. All right, let's check the news of the day. What is this news? The news. We got Joel Embiid is scheduled to return possibly, maybe before playoffs with a new haircut, and he should not do that. No, not with his injury history. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not trying to come back to be the MVP, but he's trying to come back to win a championship, and I can appreciate that, and I love that. And if it were anyone except for him or Wembanyama, I would tell them, go ahead and come on back. But it's him. And I say Wembanyama because of his size. You know, he doesn't want to injure his, the longevity of his career. But, yeah, no, this dude is injury prone. All right? This dude is, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Do they have a fair chance to win it all? Has he ever won it all? He's never won it all. Should he be coming back? Yikes. He is more of a three-point shooter lately. He does have pretty good footwork. He's learned to fall, so this might have been like a freak incident where it's not as crazy as it was before at the beginning of his career. But I don't think that he's quite reached the Steph Curry level where he was once an injured player, a constantly injured player, and now he's not an injured player at all. I can't say that. Even though he hasn't really been seriously injured for the last 3 to 4 years, but he still might be that guy where he's going to come back and the first day he's not going to get injured. And actually, I saw someone post something on Twitter and they were like, they showed an injury of Joel Embiid and they said he came back too soon. I didn't know that it was a post from a few years ago, but I thought it was like right now. I was like, what? And my heart dropped for him. And now that wasn't true because he's still like on the mend. And I was like, oh, thank God. And now when I heard this, I'm like, no, I saw the future, Joel. Don't do it. Don't do it because you'll feel so stupid. You'll waste like 2 years instead of just like a few months. So I don't think he should come back just because he is who he is. Not because of anything else. I love people when they're being tough. This dude, though, the toughest thing he could do is just to watch his team play. That's what I feel. All right, we got our itinerary for the day. Stuff in the future, the homework you got is free throws, 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. Make 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. That's a great game to play because you're shooting a whole bunch of shots in 5 minutes. You're trying to make 10 in a row. So this is one of those things where even if you fail, you've succeeded. So see that. All right, 15 seconds sprints times 4. Awesome drill for basketball. I think it's one of our best conditioning drills for basketball in terms of like replicating what basketball actually is, because you're not sprinting for 3 minutes or running a mile during basketball because you're always stopping going. So, and then with the turns added with this like little like sprint, I think it's pretty good. And with the timing, 15 seconds or so, you shouldn't be sprinting for more longer than 15 seconds. So I see this as like the ultimate conditioning drill. I'm sure that there's someone out there who could like give you a better conditioning drill because they're actually a strength and conditioning coach. Maybe I'm not, but this to me seems like the ultimate conditioning drill to get ready to play basketball for the long term. We also have pounds, drives, and pull-ups, box jumps, and split jumps to shots. Make sure you guys post all those videos because you never know when I might make a highlight tape of you. I mean, it was really cool to see Kieran and just the little highlight tape that he posted to his Instagram. Just those clips. That's all that I used. And I found matching clips from his homework that he's posted. just from one game. It was like 7 or 8 different like clips. Like, what are the odds of that? I'll tell you what the odds are. Pretty high. One, it takes a person who is doing a variety of things throughout a game, so that one's pretty hard. But the other one, if you post everything that we do, all this homework stuff, every single day, and you like label it correctly, and I can just search your name and search the actual words, it becomes extremely easy to make a video like that. And I honestly believe this is, even though I messed up a part of a clip where I also didn't crop it correctly. I don't know why, I just messed up. And then also like I couldn't find like a couple of clips to match. It's the greatest highlight video I've ever seen made. Why? Because it shows the hard work. It doesn't just show Vince Carter dunking or John Stockton passing or Michael Jordan hitting last second shots. No, it shows the hard work behind the stuff. And I believe that's what every highlight film should show. Because people are watching highlight films thinking, I just want to do that. And they want to take shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in this thing. And if there are shortcuts, then you've taken the wrong route anyways. All right, you just got lucky and you should have been further. So do the homework, so I at least have that. I can't wait to show like 8 years worth of stuff to some college coaches in the future. If you have all that work online, someone's gonna take it. Someone, no matter what. No one's like, very few people have ever done that, if ever. All right. Today we got twist passes. This is how we pass the ball around the defense whenever they're near. We have no-look passes. It's our little Magic Johnson pass that we're going to practice on, where you take one step in, then you fake the pass, and then you throw the pass behind your back over there. All right? Then we got one-on-one defense only, closeouts to slides. Mid-post series is turning and facing. And then we sweep the ball for a layup, spin move, fake spin, and just jab and shot. And then we got our post progression, which is just a drop-step jumper, drop-step spin back to a hook shot, and then drop step through, and then the dream shake. All right. I do want to say something on the other one. Make sure you guys do these drills correctly. All right. Do these drills correctly. I was actually watching. I was watching you guys like work out online, and as I'm making this like video for Kieran, and I just noticed mistakes. And you can make mistakes, it's all cool, but you can't repeat mistakes. Otherwise, it's like, you're not thinking about it. Think about it. And like, look at the film and be like, nah, this is supposed to be like that, this is supposed to be like that. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my breath, and I don't like to waste my breath. All right, here we go. Next thing, we got our videos of a few drills, just a few of them. What's up, Wes? Twist passes. Work that ball through hard so you can pass it either way. If your basketball is constantly getting tipped by the defense, this is why. I said get better and better at this drill. Next one that we got. One-on-one defense only. D up and try to. You want to stay on defense. You want to stay on defense. Imagine that. Imagine a game in which you had to score to get on defense. Like, you want to be on defense. That's how you should see it. You should be like, I cannot wait until I get on defense. And that's what that drill is. All right. Last one that I'll show you is closeouts to slides. This is extraordinarily helpful when the people that you play against are finally able to start hitting threes at a huge clip. You got to make sure that you close out fast enough to contest their shot, but you must also be ready to contend with them as they drive. You want to force them the direction that you want to force them to. So you can't just jump out and fly for their shot. They might even pump fake it and get a foul. You want to close out on the high side, force them baseline, but make sure that they don't get a comfortable shot. Make sure that you don't foul them. especially being underneath their feet. Make sure that you force them baseline, and make sure that your first step off the slide is a tough step in the direction that they're going, with a chance to kind of keep up with them. So at least they have to like have a hard pass if we have proper help side. All right, you want to be near them on this closeout. So I know some of you guys just fly by people. We don't really like that at all. All right, let's see our reaction video of the day. Reaction video. Oh, okay. So what happened was Wembanyama played against the New York Knicks. Okay, I mean, I guess all the Spurs played against the New York Knicks, and it ended up being like overtime or double overtime game, and Jalen Brunson scored 61 points. 61 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists to be exact. But Wembanyama topped him, and he had 40 points, 20 rebounds, and 7 assists. Okay, but the cool part and the reaction part comes after the game. All right, 61 points is like 2 points shy of like 63, which is like a Michael Jordan number. All right, and it's enormous for Jalen Brunson. I think he was actually looking for the ball, I do believe. I know, while Wembanyama will probably have some other games that are 40-20, that's pretty amazing in its own right. I think Jalen Brunson wanted the ball. Now, they're in the Spurs territory, but this is what Wembanyama did, and he got fined $25,000 for this, but I still think that it's future GOAT territory. Watch what he does after they win. Give me that ball, my ball, and get it in the stands. He chucks the ball in the stands. Chuck the ball in the stands. You ain't getting it. You want this ball, you ain't getting it. Threw the ball in the stands. Again, fined $25,000. I think that it's worth it. All right, Giannis would have probably mowed him over and everyone in those first 12 rows if that was his ball. We know him, but yo, I think I like that. I like that. I don't think that it's being petty, because you have to win the game to get the game ball, dude. You got to win the game. You can't be losing that game. So I thought it was pretty awesome. I do love his passion. He cares about this game. They have no chance to make the playoffs. This dude wants. This guy wants the whole thing. He wants the whole enchilada. He wants to be the greatest of all time. All right. Is that the lucky fan that caught the ball? They caught the $25,000 ball. So yeah, that's my reaction to that. I like it. I like it, Wemby. Keep it up. Anyway, let's check out who's been doing the homework. All right, we got you are what you do, not what you say you do. Kieran with the twist passes, with the post progression. Nice job with the mid post series, with all the drills today. We got Teo Trujillo doing all the drills as well. Weston's back out there. Wait, are you still injured or are you back? Was it just like a 5-day injury? Was it like a soft injury? Or are you just doing like stuff that you could do? Let us know in the comment section. But yes, great job stepping up with the homework, guys. I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, awesome job. Now, again, like I said before, all right, when you guys are doing this stuff, let me see this. All right, when you guys are doing all this stuff, this is why you're doing it, okay? All right, you're doing it so that you can improve. But you're also doing it so that you can create yourself into being like a legend, all right? Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take for a legendary performance so you can do stuff like this. So just type in Kieran Louth highlights. This is our highlight tape of the day, and I made it say no more lies, the real highlights, because these are the real highlights. The highlights are not what you do in the games. The highlights are what you do in your spare time. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. This is you trying to emulate stuff that you guys do in your practices. All right, this is the goal. This is where you want to be. You want to be working so hard that you can do this stuff during games. So you go against the screen for a shot. That doesn't just happen. You have to practice it over and over and over again. Go against the screen for a shot. Maybe a little bit more game-like speed, but maybe you did it for hours. I don't know. But yes, it's very, very good. At least practice the motions. Maybe you get that step back, get that stop carrying the ball, things like that. But still, very, very good job. All right, right here with it. That was kind of a twist pass. He could have twisted his feet better. But again, I just love breaking down things. All right, I like the fact that you're actually working on this stuff and then applying it in the games. All right, and if I can see it and then I see it in the games, those are the best ones, because a lot of people like to try stuff during games. That's not what you should be doing. All right, you should be practicing it. I love that too. Oh, all right, that's pretty good. Maybe go forward a little bit more. All right, yeah, great job with that. All right, let's see what this one is. The hook shot. This is the one. Dropping your arm is bad. You want to get that foul. Stop twisting your body toward him too. All right, especially in practice, you ain't got to make it. All right, woo, what's up, Teo? All right, I see all Teo's workouts as well. Apply that stuff to the games. On one of these, your inside foot move as well. You want to make sure that just your outside foot moves. And this is the baseball pass. Boom. I didn't see the football passes on your thing, but I think that you just practice that on the inside of your house. But yes, all right, awesome job to all you guys posting homework, because this is where it pays off. So let's make sure that we're all doing this stuff, that we're all trying to get better, that we're all trying to improve, okay? All right, let's move on. I think we have, what do we have? Oh, all right, we got this. All right, so let's close this real quick. All right. So we have Luka Doncic. All right, Luka Doncic, he got drafted by the Mavericks. All right, and he's doing very, very well. But during this game against the Sacramento Kings, 4 years after he's been drafted, okay, he just starts going off on Vlade Divac. Vlade Divac, I call this an interview because he is definitely talking. He's talking. Vlade Divac used to play for the Lakers. Now he's one of the GMs for the Kings. And it was actually his choice not to draft Doncic. Being a European, I think that it hurts more. And he's just talking to him like the whole game. Just talking to him. He said, you should have drafted me. You should have drafted me. I think he's doing this for one reason. He's not being petty. I don't really think he cares too much. I think he's trying to add a chip to his shoulder. He's trying to add a chip to his shoulder. There goes Blondie right there. And I don't think that it's bad to add a chip to your shoulder. I do think that you have to kind of like mind your manners sometimes, especially as being a kid. But you should definitely like think stuff like this. Like think it. Think who passed you up and when they passed you up and why they passed you up. If that was what spurs you on as the negative, bring it on. But try not to get too toxic about it. But I did like this. I really, really did. Let's check let me think. I need a trivia question today. All right. Do we have one from last time? Champion as an assistant coach in Detroit. Oh, we didn't answer this one last time. We had a guess. All right, so here's the trivia question today. A 1989 NBA champion and a two-time WNBA champion as an assistant coach with the Detroit Shock. Who was this person? Who was this person? This is the trivia question today. 1989 NBA champion. And last month's winner was Kieran. You won, going away with it. I'll give you a report today, Kieran. Congratulations, but who is this person? And will this be yet another Monday when no one answers it? I'll keep asking every Monday until someone gets it. You just look it up. You can ask someone. You can maybe go to the Detroit Shock website to find out who their assistant coach is from. All right, 1989 NBA champion and a two-time WNBA champion as an assistant coach with the Detroit Shock. That's the trivia question today. First person to answer it wins you the show. But in the meantime, let's watch the story of the day. Watch that instead. Peace.
The only way to prove that you're a good sport is to lose. So when those days occur, be sure to take the challenge head on by shaking the hands of your opponent, by not blaming your other teammates, by not hanging your head in despair, and by getting back into the gym to work hard towards another day.
You know, I don't actually believe that one. The only way to show that you're a good sport is to lose. I've seen some bad sports who are winners. You got to be a good sport either way. Again, remember, there's a game and there's after the game. And if you get back in the gym and work under both circumstances, you're a true winner. Whether you win or lose, that's when you're a true winner. That is the answer. Rick Mahorn is the answer. Great job with that. It was not Bill Lambier like you said last time. So we do have Kiernan leading the way once again. Kiernan won last month. Great job to that. And yes. We are on our final thing. And our final thing is a debate. And I know what you guys think. I know what y'all think. You guys are going for that first guy up there. I know you guys are Jokic people. But is Jokic really the MVP this year? And I think by his stats, I have not seen him play. I've seen highlights. By his stats, it looks like he's like running away with it. It really does. But then there's, SGA. Everyone's is talking about this dude, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, and why are they talking about him? Well, he has a better record than the Nuggets right now. Kind of came out of nowhere. If you look at it, it's like, I don't know, they have similar numbers everywhere along the line. Really, that they are really close in like all their numbers, except for his 2-point percentage is obviously higher for Jokic. 3-point percentage is obviously higher for Shai. All right, but if you keep going down the line, I mean, his free throws are better. Like, they've done the same. Obviously, the rebounds are higher for Jokic, but also the assist. And I think Shai is a point guard, should have more assists than him. So if you just looking at stats, they are actually pretty similar. There's 30 points to 26 points, who kind of like balances out the whole like Shai beating him in points at least. Their stats are nearly identical. Their record's kind of better. I think for me personally, it's that Jokic looks more fun. I mean, I've only seen highlights. Okay, when I see Shai's highlights, he's kind of robotic looking. So I know I'm extremely biased against tall guys who like to pass. And I also live in Colorado, so I'm more likely to hear a lot about him. Does Shai deserve to be more in the running? Because Giannis, they say, is above him. Luka Doncic seems like he's in the MVP talk every single year. Is he going to have like a Kobe career where he's always in the talk but never really wins it? I wouldn't say he's MVP. I mean, it doesn't seem like it at least. Jason Tatum is on the best team in the whole NBA, and he's not getting shouted out. And you wouldn't say anyone on his team was even like really an all-star besides maybe Jaylen Brown. I know he was an all-star, but I'm just saying he's not really at that level. So is he carrying his team? You can't depend on him every single night. I would say the offense surrounds Jokic. And if you're looking for most valuable player, like the player with the most value, if you remove Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I think his team is still going to do pretty decent. If you remove Jokic, Jamal Murray ain't carrying jack squat. That's what I believe. I said earlier that I believe that Jamal is an all-star, but I believe that Jamal's only an all-star because he's on Jokic's team. Do I think that Jamal Murray is as good as Devin Booker, who's 10th on this list? As good as Jason? No, heck no, he's not as good as him. But with Jokic, he gets pulled up. With Jokic, all those guys get pulled up, and I think that's what an MVP is. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't quite doing that, at least from what I've just kind of seen. Again, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Giannis is more likely like that. Luka's definitely more like that. If you pull Luka off the team, so I think that's what an MVP is to me. I think that Jokic is best displaying that. So I do believe that's going to go down to Jokic and Shai. We'll see what happens. That's just my thoughts on the situation, just listening from everyone involved. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys tonight. Don't forget that the quote of the day is start living. So make sure that you do that, all right? Start living. All right, you guys. Talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.